All right, so we saw the biggest crypto dump ever over the weekend. I mean, price dumped so hard that, I don't know, it was rumored that some crypto guys started killing themselves, all right, all around the world because it was so bad. It was really, really bad. It was really, really bad. It was really, really bad. Never in history has price dumped that much. Never in history. Never in history has, even COVID-19, right? During COVID-19, where price had a very great dump and all that, it was not as bad as this. Never in history has price dumped that much. All right, never in history has price dumped that much. And what caused it was very simple. So we're going to be discussing what caused it. We're going to be looking at how to take advantage of it. And today, we're also going to be looking at practical steps. So I'm just going to be taking a trade with you. I'm just going to tell you how I take my trade. I'm going to show you how I look at the charts. What kind of news do I look at? After I look at the news, how do I take my trade? What do I do? How do I do it? And let me just quickly join this meeting with my phone because I'm also going to be doing this. I'm also going to be doing this practically. I'm also going to be doing this practically from my phone. So I'm just going to be joining this meeting with my phone so that when the time comes, I can also show you. So in fact, I might even take you off my chat on my laptop so that we use the phone properly, because I know a lot of us are actually trading with our phones, which is a very good thing. So I would not want to, let me just join the meeting from here. Hold on, please. So while we're doing this, please, let's not forget that this Thursday by 4 p.m., we're going to be having a fantastic program. It's called The Secret of, Maximizing Profit with Moving Average with Precious David. It's an advanced strategy class, and the class is promised to be great. I can tell you that. It's promised to be absolutely phenomenal, all right? So you don't want to miss it. You don't want to miss out. Mark your calendar right now because it's going to be massive. It's going to be really massive, right? I'm going to be pouring out, as I'm speaking to you right now, I'm already preparing to go to the mountain, because I want to spend like 3 days in the financial mountain to get some powers, you understand? To go and get some powers so that power can be available to heal the broken-hearted in this business, to heal the unprofitable in this business when the time comes. All right, so all right, so it's going to be a very fantastic program. It's going to be a very wonderful advanced strategy class. So you don't want to miss out, guys. You don't want to miss out. You don't want to miss out. Okay, so let me just share my screen from my phone. While I'm sharing my screen, I can see some people coming in. I want to say a very big welcome to Mr. Anthony Jeffrey. It's a wonderful time to have you. I want to say a very big welcome also to C Prims. C Prims is also a very wonderful time to have you. It's a wonderful time to also have Malik Quincy. It's a wonderful time to have Malik Quincy. Let me see, MT5, right? So this was the trade I took since last week. I refused to close it. And we are currently at how much now, Seth? Almost 2,000. So yeah, gold is really doing well. All right, gold is really doing well. Okay, so Okonkwo Sesan, I don't know if it's Sesan or Sesan, I don't know what it is, but you're welcome. Thank you so very much for joining us. Pauline, it's a wonderful time to have you in the house. Rare Gold, Mr. Samuel Azubike, thank you so very much for joining us. Solomon, it's a wonderful time to have you. Sumi, darling, it's a wonderful time to also have you. Ubong, I see you. It's a wonderful time to have you. I think Ubong is I don't know if you're a first-time joiner, but it's a wonderful time. If this is your first time, I'm really happy that you're here. Mr. Israel, my guy at the top. Mr. Israel is doing some wonderful things, and I really appreciate his efforts so far. I salute your tenacity. Mr. Debayo Williams, it's a wonderful time to also have you in the house. Mr. Obina, my guy at the top, all the way from Abuja. EBC representative and our big guy in Abuja. Thank you so very much for joining us. It's always a wonderful time to have you. So one of these days, guys, let me also announce, by December, we're going to be having Mr. Obina taking us on a major aspect of the financial market is going to be on Spotify. It's going to be huge, right? It's going to be like a podcast. So let's get ready for that also, where he's going to be sharing his years of experience, with us in December. So I'm going to be letting us know very soon, maybe by next month, we're going to start the campaign. We're going to start talking about it. We're going to start, putting out designs so we know that this is going to be coming up. You see, everything we're doing here is to make sure that we are all holding our hands to make this work. And I want you to do this for me from next Wednesday. I want us to begin to invite people, right? I want this place to be, we need to begin to talk about this. We need to begin to tell people about it. All they need to do to join us is to register their account with us, fund their account with any minimum amount they want to fund with, and then they can start joining us and start taking advantage of the things that we have in store for them. We have a lot of things in store for you here, on the platform. Deji, I see you're just joining us. Thank you so very much. So guys, let's go back to my chart and let's see what we can quickly do. This is already 10 minutes past 9, just a minute away from 10 minutes past 9. So let's see. So I'm on my chart this morning. So let's assume this is good, right? So let's assume that I woke up this morning and I am seeing what the price of gold is doing, right? I am seeing what the price of gold is doing on my charts this morning. So I want to take advantage of that, but I want to know what is happening. So the first thing I want to do is to go to investing.com, right? So let me just see if I can just quickly go there. So I'm doing everything the way I trade. This is how I trade. So I wake up in the morning, I'm a gold trader. I look at gold and, I want to know what's happening. The price is going up. Yes, I know. But why is it going up? I need to know. I need to understand why the price of gold is going up. So I go to I check two websites. The first one is investing.com. The second one is Forex Factory. Very, very important. Forex Factory, all right? These are the two websites Forex Factory is a must anyway. Forex Factory is absolutely a must. Absolutely a must, right? So forexfactory.com, today is 13th, Monday. We can see on Monday there is no, so I've already filtered my Forex Factory. What do I mean by filter? If you look here, there is something that is green, highlighted in green. It's like a funnel, like a fuel funnel or a water funnel, right? So if I click on this right now, you can see I've already filtered it, that I only want to be seeing important news. I only want to see news that the impact is red. If the impact is not red, I don't want to see it because it has no use for me, right? And I can also, determine the currencies I want to be trading. So let's say, if not for you guys, let's say I'm trading only gold, purely gold. I only need dollar. I don't really need to see any other thing. If you're here, you're trading crude oil, only crude oil. You only need Canadian dollar and USD. You don't need to trade any other thing. You don't need to look at any other thing. So it depends on what you're trading, right? But because of you guys, I've been able to open all these things because today we're going to be looking at USD, JPY, Euro, USD, and gold. Now, let's go back to the charts. Let's go back to our, sorry, I just want to apply filter. Let's take all these ones off. Let's apply filter again. All right, good. So for today and tomorrow, there is no major news coming for the dollar. Okay, sorry. For today, there is no major news for the dollar, right? The only time we're going to be having a major news for the dollar is tomorrow by 5:20 p.m. Let me see, is my time correct? Yes, it is. So by 5:20 p.m., we are going to be having Fed Chair Powell speak. So Jerome Powell is going to be speaking tomorrow, guys. So you need to pay attention tomorrow, all right? Because Jerome Powell and Donald Trump, they are the one that is bringing a lot of volatility into our markets right now. People are scared of what Powell is saying about inflation, about interest rate cuts. And of course, Trump is also doing it. So we're going to be looking at that very soon anyway. So 6 o'clock, we're going to be having Bank of England, Governor Bali speaking. But we know that of 5:20 is very, very important. It's the most important one. All right. So 5:20 tomorrow, by 5:20 tomorrow, the market is going to be crazy. Market is going to be crazy tomorrow. So we can see Wednesday, we can see Thursday, and like that. So I know the news, what I'm expecting. So for example, if I am in a trade, maybe around 4 o'clock, and I don't get out of that trade, and I know that there's a news coming up by 5:20, I need to leave that trade very fast because it's going to be dangerous if I'm still in the market by the time that Powell is going to be speaking. Because he might say something that might go against my positions and would end me up in a loss. Anyway, so you get my point. So now I know that today there is no news. The news is for tomorrow, so I think we're free on that. So we can come to investing.com to look at this properly. Now, if you go to investing.com, Since I trade gold, I want to go to commodities and I want to click on gold. Sorry, I don't have a paid account, so that's why you see all this what's it called? Advertisements left and right. Okay, so we are already on. So I want to click on news and analysis. So on the news and analysis, I can see 8 minutes ago, this one, that one, resources stock downgraded to upper perform, but it doesn't concern me and it has nothing to do with me. 15 minutes ago, future surge, Trump on China trade tension, what's moving the market? That sounds interesting, right? So I go to 28 minutes ago, gold rally may be losing steam, but no major correction seen. You can see that it's very interesting. So I know what is happening. I can see the news. This was 28 minutes ago that gold rally might be losing steam. So I want to open that. I want to know what they're talking about. Because currently, in case you don't know, what is moving the price of gold right now is what Donald Trump and China, like there is a trade war going on between US and China right now, and it's very hot, extremely hot, right? Donald Trump I think on Friday, threatened to levy 100% trade, what's it called now? Tariff, and to control all their stuff. That was on Friday. China retaliated. In fact, I saw the video, I was scared. I mean, the video was so scary. It was like, guy, we're not scared of you. We're not afraid of you guys. Whatever you want to do. We are capable to give you back what you are serving. It's aura for aura. You understand? Moi for moi, kamu for kamu. No time. So it was so, the response from China was so bold that people were so scared that, this is becoming serious. And that was why we saw the whole massive rally over the weekend. The crypto market was just crazy, right? And then Donald Trump came when he saw that everything was going massively crazy and all that. Donald Trump came to say, you know what, don't worry, we're not doing that now. We're not going to be sanctioning them now. You guys should just forget about China for now. Let's focus on the problem we have now. Blah 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 blah. And that was how price began to begin to correct itself back. And people argue this, and I'm going to put this out there, that these things probably are allegedly done on purpose to be able to dump price so that investors or so that smart money can actually buy at a cheaper rate. So that because eventually we know that price is going to go back up. So anytime there is a dump, it's always an opportunity for smart money to accumulate a lot of buy positions to make more money. Right? Now, people, you can argue that probably this is true, this is not true, it's allegedly being rumored, but it's something that we can also see happening in the market. We see price dumping. Look at that massive dump. If you go and check charts right now, Bitcoin is already back up, and a lot of other coins are already following suit, and a lot of other stocks and all that. So it's a major thing that you understand what's happening. Don't be carried away by the news. As a trader, you need to understand how to see in between the lines, how to take advantage of smart money, because the media is a very powerful means of propaganda in every aspect. The media is very, very powerful. All right. So let's look at what's happening here. So technical indicators now suggest that the recent gold rally may be reaching peak momentum. So what they're trying to say is that gold is approaching what is called a level of we call it an overbought section, or an overbought level, where price has been so high that it's not looking as if there is any momentum to push it above that point, right? If you're using an RSI, you would say, okay, relative strength index will tell you that probably price has gotten to a major point where we might be seeing a correction, even though that correction has not started yet. But I keep saying this: gold does not, respect technical analysis so much when it has to do with panic, when it has to do with the news, when it has to do with the fact that fundamental is the one pushing it massively. Okay, so this is how I look at the markets. Now I understand. I already have a knowledge of what's going on in the news. I already understand what's happening fundamentally. Now let's go back to the charts. Since I already understand this, I can now go back to my chart with a lot of information. So I know that, okay, this is my chart. This is 1 hour time frame. Let's go to daily time frame and look at what daily time frame is looking like doing. Let me just quickly put this. All right, great. So we can see what the daily time frame is looking like doing. This was where I took my trade last week. Price has broken another all-time high right now. So let me just quickly, this is where price broke right now. This is the all-time high that price has actually currently broken. Gold is on an all-time high right now of $4,070 per ounce, right? So we know that this has just broken an all-time high. and we should see some level of correction, which is what the news was talking about, technically. But like I said, gold does not really respect all those things once market is actually moving based on sentiment. So we saw this break of an all-time high. This is the first candle that is actually closing, or that would probably close above that particular point right now on the 4-hour time frame. If I go to the lower time frame right now on the 1-hour time frame, I can also see what price is doing. On the 1-hour time frame, I can see that price is actually struggling a little bit. We can see that we are seeing multiple massive rejections points, multiple massive rejection point around these levels, multiple massive rejection points. What it's telling you is that price is struggling to go above this point. This is a new terrain, right? This is a new zone. People are not sure of what to do, but we just know that the situation is not still calm yet. There's still a lot of things going on. So yes, we should see some level of correction, but we don't know when that is going to happen. So we want to be very, very cautious. So what should I do? Is it a good time to buy gold right now? The answer is absolutely no. All right. Is this a good time to also sell? The answer is still absolutely no. So what should I do? Well, one of the things you can do to get very good clarity is to go to a lower time frame and look at what price is doing. On a lower time frame right now, I can see that price is currently consolidating around 11. What it means is that, let me just take out all these lines that I have here. Great. So what it means is that I can actually box price into two major levels. I can say, okay, currently right now, price is actually struggling between this zone and this zone, right? So this is a major point that price is struggling with right now. So this is the support and this is at the pivot zone, support and resistance point, or demand and supply zones, that price is actually looking at breaking very soon. So in a very short period of time, between now and the next 3 hours, 4 hours, we should see a break of these structures, right? So right now, I want to go to a lower time frame, like the 5 minutes, and I want to really, really look at this. If you look at this on a lower time frame right now, it's not making a lot of sense, because on a lower time frame, we can now see that price of a truth is consolidating around these major levels, all right? And what I want to wait for is a breakout. Now, there are two ways to go about this. You could do a buy stop above this level, probably you want to go for a buy stop around here, maybe at 4078.95. But I will not advise a buy stop this morning on gold. The reason is because price could actually trap you. Price could be so volatile that it could break or attempt to break this particular level and then trap you in that market. And if that happens, your stop loss has to be around here if you are taking this trade, and that's a lot, right? So what do you want to do? Well, this morning, ladies and gentlemen, we need to begin to observe gold. If you're somebody who wants to trade gold this morning, observe gold. We want to know what it wants to do. Is it going to be breaking this point? Once it breaks here, you want to wait for a break and a retest. So we expect price to break here and then retest that point. Once you retest it, most times when I'm waiting for a retest, I want to see a retest that would actually attempt to break back to the downside and then eventually close to the upper side. Once I see that, it's a very, very good opportunity for me to actually jump into my trade. My stop loss is going to be very solid, because since it has attempted to break here and couldn't break it, I could put my stop loss just below here, which is the next closest support region. And then just, as price begins to move, I break even on my trade very, very fast. All right. So for a sell trade, we're also waiting. If price is going to be selling today, we should see some pushback breaking this point. If price breaks here, retesting and begins to go down, fantastic. Then I take my sell, my stop loss is going to be above this point, and then I take profit. I could leave it open, or I take it at my next support zone, or I break even and do what is called a trailing stop loss as price begins to move in my favor. Whatever works, whatever you want to do is fine. So there are two levels you want to be looking at right now. You want to buy if price breaks 4047.73 and closes above it. If price breaks 4077.773 and closes above it, you want to take your buy. And with your stop loss just below this candlestick here, I'm on the 5 minutes time frame, don't forget. So your stop loss is going to just be around here, around 4070.03. Now, for a sell, which I really doubt, but if price eventually decides to have a major correction from probably the daily time frame or the 4-hour time frame or even the 1-hour time frame, yeah, we might see some short momentum to the downside, which is something you want to look out for. If price breaks 4062.38 and then retests, you might not wait for it to retest, right? You might just wait for it to break and close below it. Once it breaks it and close below it, yeah, if it's not too far, you can take your trade, your stop loss above this particular candlestick here, this candlestick here. All right, this candlestick, just put your stop loss above here, and then your take profits, you can just leave it open, and as price begins to move, you want to actually monitor your trade. Very simple, straightforward, right? Let's do one more. Let's do USD-JPY. So USD-JPY was one of my favorite instruments when I started up trading some years ago, because it's straightforward, and when it wants to move, it really moves, right? It might not move up to gold, but it's always very volatile. You can see this massive movement on the 5 minutes time frame. Now, let's quickly go to the daily time frame. I like to do what's called multiple time frame analysis, because it gives me a very clear picture of what the longer time frame is doing, and then it helps me to take advantage of that. Now, USD-JPY has been so crazy because this whole time, the Japanese market also, the Japanese stock market and tech market has also been very crazy, right? They've been making boatload of money in this period. They've gotten the highest earnings in history in this period also. So it's a crazy time in Japan also, for the tech industry and for stocks. It's a crazy time right now. So this is also affecting the strength of Japanese yen. This is also affecting the strength of Japanese yen, because a lot of people are moving their money into stocks. A lot of people are moving their money. So it's also affecting the strength of Japanese yen. And we can also see that even though the dollar is actually, in terms of gold, weak in terms of gold, it's actually very, very strong when it has to do with Japanese yen. We saw a massive push to the downside though. That was Friday. We saw a massive push to the downside with a gap down. It was as if price gapped down here, right? And then with this candlestick, you can see this candlestick gapped up. This is a gap up because this candlestick is supposed to open here. So this is where this candlestick closed. So this normally a candlestick is supposed to open where you can see when this one closed there, this one opened here. When this one closed there, this one opened there. So on a normal day, this is not a normal candlestick opening. This is a gap up. So a gap up means that there was so much bullish momentum over the weekend, and that when price opened, it opened at a new price. So of course, the market was not reading. Over the weekend, the market was closed. So as it's opening, instead of it to open at where market closed, it's opened at a new price because there was a lot of things happening over the weekend. Now, the price did not remain the same. So this is the new price. It just printed the new price at the opening of markets today. So we can see what price is doing. So this also tells you that price for today is going to be going up on USD-JPY. You don't need a prophet. You don't need anybody to tell you that with this kind of bullish momentum, which should see a massive push to the upside today, possibly breaking this level of resistance, either possibly between today and tomorrow, right? So it means that we are expecting a bullish momentum on USD-JPY. If you go to the 4-hour time frame, you discover that already that bullish momentum is already starting up in the 4-hour time frame. We're already seeing a very, very massive candle, even though right now the candle is struggling with a point. The reason why we are seeing a sluggish movement right now is because there's a resistance point here, right, which was formerly a support. So this is like a turncoat resistance, which was formerly a support. In case you're not seeing it, this is where it is. So we know that price is actually struggling around that point, which gives us a very, very good entry for a buy stop, which gives us a very, very fantastic entry for a buy stop. So what I want to do right now, I just want to go to the lower time frame. Okay, this is looking very, very good. We can see that this price actually gapped down, and this was the gap down. And we can see that price is trying to go and cover that gap right now, which means I can even adjust, I can even adjust this to this point. This is where the price is trying to cover right now. And if price gets there, it's possible that the price can either push back to the downside or go above. But from what we have seen on the daily time frame, for the momentum we have seen, we can say that it's possible. There is a 90% possibility that price is going to break here and continue going up, right? So what do we do? What do we do? If you want to jump into the trade right now, well, it's a good time to jump in. If you look at the 5 minutes time frame, it's a good time to go for a buy. I can actually go for a buy right now. Let's see. I can actually go for a buy with a 0.05 trade. Yeah. So if you want to jump in with me, it's fine, but I will also tell you how to go in if you want to do it. So I'm entering a buy right now. I'm on a buy on USD-JPY. I'm going to put my stop loss. My stop loss is just going to be here. So let's see. Let's quickly do that. So I'm just going to be risking about $3 on this trade. Let's risk. Okay, let's just say $5. So risking $5. My TP is going to be at this point. So this is like a 1:1. This is like a 1:1 trade with my TP where it is right now. So let me just quickly modify this. So yeah, I've taken a trade on USD-JPY personally, but I'm going to tell us where we can enter so that we don't just jump in. except you're a risk taker like myself. If you're a risk taker, it's fine. So our stop loss, if you're taking this trade with me, our stop loss is at 152.200. We entered the trade instantly, and our stop loss is at 152.200, right? But if, did you see that? That was massive. I mean, the bulls are very angry this morning. So if you don't know what the bull is or what the bulls are, I mean, I'm talking about the bullish pressure, the buying pressure. Very angry this morning, very angry. All right. Anyway, if you're not taking this trade with me, probably you want to take it at a more cautious position. You know, you want to be more cautious and all that. It's fine. You could actually go for a buy stop. You know, taking advantage of what is happening right now on the 15 minutes time frame. Let's quickly go to the 15 minutes time frame. Okay, where is it? Where is it? Where is it? All right, so you could actually, excuse me, you could actually go for a buy stop if price actually breaks here and gets to this point. Yeah. So we could go for a buy stop at, let me see, where are we going to put our stop loss? Well, our stop loss should just be below this break zone, which is not bad. This is not bad. This is not bad, guys. This is not bad. Yeah. So if you're conscious, you don't want to enter the trade immediately, you are thinking, oh, Precious, what if? I don't want to risk money and all that. Trading is all about calculated risk. So you need to understand that you can't make money if you don't risk money. It's just how it is. When I started trading, I think in my history, somebody asked me in April that what is the highest amount I've made in a trade, in a particular trade. The highest amount I've made in a particular trade is, I think $5,000. Yeah, $5,000. Not actual 5,000 plus change, right? But $5,000 plus change. So approximately, let's just say like 5,200, right? That's the highest amount I've made in a single trade. So just one position. So I could have maybe 3 positions, 4 positions, but in a single trade, 5,000. And 5,000 is about 8 million naira, right? So, so the person was asking me, how did I get to that point? Like, was it easy? No, I made a lot of mistakes. I was scared at some point, and it wasn't easy. But you discover that the more you trade, the more you get used to it, the more you are able to understand. All right. So it's very, very important that you understand that. On USDJPY, if you have taken this trade with me, we're already in profits now, guys. We're already in profits, and we should still be in profit more. But if you are waiting for price to actually break this resistance I'm seeing, actually, I know it's going to break it, but in case you want to be sure first before you enter, yeah, you can be sure. So our buy stop, we could take our buy stop. Let me just type it in. Somebody's already asking me, don't worry, I'm going to type it in now to the chat. So USDJPY, our buy stop is going to be at, so buy stop is a pending order. We're not buying immediately, please take notes. So our buy stop is going to be at 152.606. So entry 152.606. Okay, our take profit, sorry, SL. I don't like doing take profits. I like doing SL because that's the most important thing. Our stop loss is going to be at 152.438. Okay, then we can now have a TP, although you don't need to wait for it to get there though, but we can have a TP where I put my own TP. Sorry. We can have a TP at this point. Might not get here though. Let's just say somewhere. 152.818. 152.818. 812 rather. 812. So yeah, so that I've sent the chart. I mean, I've sent the trade to the chart. Guys, I'm already in profit though. So in case you took the trade with me, congratulations, we're already in profit. Yeah, that's how trading is. Simple, straightforward. You don't need to stress yourself. You just need to understand what's going on in the market. And like I said, take advantage of it using technical analysis, understand pivot zones, understand what market is doing, understand pressure, bullish pressure, bearish pressure. Like I said, it's quite simple, straightforward. Okay. So these are the 2 trades I'm going to be looking at again alone this morning. After we've looked at gold, we could even go back to that gold chart to look at what gold is actually doing right now. USDJPY is actually in profits. Gold, I think gold is still struggling around this zone. It's not still out yet. So we are still watching this. We are still waiting for price to actually, I want to see what price is going to do. Is it going to break it? Is it going to go below it? It is when it breaks it and closes above it, we can take our buy. and then our stop loss at a very good level, and then see what price does later. All right. So this is where I'm going to be stopping the technical part. So this, I just did this morning so that we understand that trading is not hard. There is no setup. There is no almighty setup anywhere. There is no holy grail strategy anywhere. Even though, yes, there's a holy grail strategy, but it's not what you think, which is what we're going to be talking about by the end of this month too. So after this, our lecture on Thursday. So in case you're just joining us, on Thursday by 4 o'clock, we're going to be having a powerful lecture on moving average, how you can maximize profits with moving averages. And like I said before you came, maybe you're just joining us. Tomorrow is Wednesday. By Wednesday, right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm not going to be eating or drinking till Thursday. All right, sorry. Yeah, till Thursday, because I'm going to, sorry, tomorrow is Tuesday. So from Tuesday to Thursday, so I'm going to the mountain, to the financial market mountain to get some powers. So I can lay hands on you people on Thursday. Everybody has to be profitable, I tell you. So please don't miss that program because it's going to be a powerful crusade. I tell you that. Yeah. So on Thursday by 4 p.m., we're going to be talking about the moving average, how moving average can actually be a game changer for you. All you need is just two moving average. In fact, sometimes one safe, but two just to be sure, right? So it's going to be a very powerful section. Make sure you don't miss it by 4 o'clock, 4 p.m. in the evening. Make sure you don't miss it. Make sure you don't miss it. Make sure you don't miss it. For some of us, there's no other thing we can do. There's no other thing we can do than this. This is all we do, right? And this is how we are able to pay our bills, live life, and travel, right? So there is a lot of money to be made in trading. There is money in trading. But you just have to understand that if you are not doing it the right way, it could be frustrating. It could be really, really frustrating, I tell you. Okay, so is there any question? I'm actually rounding up early so that I can entertain a lot of questions. Thank you so very much, those of you that are dropping me hearts. Pauline, Israel, thank you so very much. Let's keep our question coming. Is there any question I would like to know so that we can discuss it, we can talk about it? Any area of challenge? Humphrey, I see you. Thank you so very much. Is there any area of challenge, any area of questions? So we can see the price is actually going back to this 4062.38 right now. You can see it's actually going back there. Like I said, it's just going to be bouncing around these 2 points. We call this a period of indecision in the market. There is no decision. There is a lot of indecision happening right now. So we're just going to be seeing a bounce until we see a proper breakout. All right. So right now, it's not a good time to actually be on the trade, except you're a scalper who just want to be scalping, pushing, and I don't advise it anyway, mostly on gold. Gold can shock you. I mean, gold can shock you. So if you're scalping on the 5 minutes time frame, me, I don't do that. What do I want to use it for? I'd rather be on a long trend, just be there and keep watching what price is doing. Okay, any questions? Any questions? If there are no questions, I want to say a big shout out to everyone who has joined us. I'm going to be hoping to see us. I'm not hoping, I'm going to be seeing us. Oh, Blessing, hey, Blessing, you're just coming in. You missed a lot, too. But thank God I recorded this. I'm going to be posting the record on YouTube today. So I've not been posting our recording on YouTube. I've been so busy. We had a very massive webinar on Saturday. It was powerful. The power of God was on ground to actually heal the sick and raise the dead financially. And I tell you, it was a very powerful crusade, So I've been very busy. Don't mind me anyway. I've been very, very busy. But right now, I think I have some time in my hands. I'm going to be posting all the videos we've been doing since last week, including the webinar too, on the YouTube page. I can see some of us are already subscribed to our YouTube. If you are here, you're not on our YouTube, you are missing. Kai, you are missing. All right? You are missing bad. Because today now, I'm going to be posting 4 powerful candlesticks that you need to know on the YouTube page. The 4 most powerful candlesticks you need to know as a trader. I'm going to post on the YouTube page today, so you don't want to miss out. Also follow us on Facebook, follow us on Instagram. It's very, very important, so you can also get all this information. Blessing, I'm so sorry. I might not be able to recap, but please try to come early next time. And of course, like I said, you can get the video on the YouTube page. All right. So thank you so very much to Gigit, Mr. Debayo, William, Anthony, Blessing, Cypress, Chibweze, Deji, all the way from the top. Thank you so very much. Mr. Freedom, Mr. Ahmed, Olayiwola, Mr. Humphrey, Mauga at the top, Mr. Israel, Malik, Michael, Merem, thank you so very much. Patrick, I see you. Mr. Samuel, Boluwatife, guys, let's make money this week. Let's make money this week. All right, let's make money this week. 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 Okay. Mr. Sylvester, I can see you've joined us. Thank you so very much. Victoria, it's a wonderful time to have you. So I'm going to be seeing us on Wednesday. Let's have a wonderful day ahead. Let's make sure to check our trades and let's make sure that we're making money. We're making money. It's very, very important to make money right now. All right. So I remain your brother in wealth, your general overseer when it comes to the financial markets. I remain my humble self, Precious David. I'll see us on Wednesday, and I'm also going to be waiting to see us on Thursday. Same time on Wednesday by 9 a.m. And on Thursday, I'm going to be seeing us by 4 p.m. Let's have a wonderful day ahead. God bless you.